Alright, good morning. Now, I wasn't going to do this video because I look pretty beaten up. But I thought I needed to, because I wanted to just tell people about my experience with putting, so basically I put this cream on. And so what Efudix does is it's supposed to get rid of the nasty things on your skin or under your skin, and it's supposed to that have potential to turn into cancers later. So I got this little nasty thing cut off just here about a month or so ago, and when I was at the skin doctor's he suggested to use this because I had a lot of sunspots, mainly up here. I thought, I didn't think this was going to happen, but that's why I sort of wanted to tell my story as well, and for what it was like for me. Now, I'm not a doctor, so I don't say you have to use this or whatever. I'm just going to tell you my story. And so anyway, so I first used this on my hands, but it didn't really do too much to my hand. Maybe I didn't use it for long enough, because they do say you can use up to about 4 weeks or something, or depends. Everybody's different. And so I probably used it on my hands for about 2 weeks maybe, but maybe I should have carried on doing it a bit longer. And anyway, so I thought I'd try it on my face. Now, I thought I didn't do my forehead, so I only did down the side here, and as obviously you can see where I've done, and I stopped about my sort of beard line there, and I think I'll do those parts another time, and my forehead another time. But I was really surprised on how much what it did to my cheeks. Like I thought this was just going to be how it was going to be, like just come up in little scabs, and then once it comes up in the scabs, apparently you stop taking this cream and or stop putting it on, and then it heals and you look like you got brand new skin again. So I'm waiting for that day. But anyway, it's only early days. So anyway, I started putting this on. So this is about 2 weeks today, I think it is, since I put this on. Now I only used this cream for 10 days, I think it was. Might have even only been 9, because it just got too bad. And I'll put up some earlier photos and explain how early they were on the piece. So it happens fairly fast. Once you put this on, it actually, in 4 days, I think the first photo I'll show you, it started coming up in like blotches. So this is about day 4, same as this one, and then we get on to, this is about day 9, and then day 10. And then time I got to the 9th day, it was too painful. Like, it was just, I couldn't put this on anymore. I just like, nah, I'm not going any further. And I'm like, it felt, and it looks like somebody's throwing acid on my face, and it actually feels like somebody's throwing acid on my face as well. But anyway, so I stopped taking it, and then it just started blistering like it is now, and I was getting a little bit worried in a way. But I think if we were on the mainland, I would have gone back to the skin specialist and just asked them about it. But we're actually on an island, so this is we're actually caretakers on an island, so we live pretty remote, so it's not like we can just get in the car and go down to the doctor's. I probably could have done something over the phone maybe, but anyway, I did a bit of research on my own on Dr. Google, and I watched a few other videos, and everybody has sort of slightly different effect, but everybody, you get that redness and then you get scabs. But a lot of videos I watched, didn't have this much scabbing. Some did, but not in such a big area. So it really surprised me how what it's done to my cheeks. But really, I shouldn't be surprised, because my face has had a hammering over the years. Like, I remember when we were kids, we wouldn't even wear sunscreen and hats or anything. And we grew up in New Zealand, so the sun is quite harsh in New Zealand. And then we moved to Australia, lived in a place called Townsville, and actually Townsville has an average, if you research it, has an average of 320 sunny days a year, and it's about right. And I worked out in that sun for 10 years. Wore long clothing and hats and all that and sunscreen, but I used to come home from work and your whole face would be bright red, probably from the heat as well. But you'd just have sunglass marks where the sun wouldn't get into you through your sunglasses, and you'd just like have panda eyes. So I'm not surprised about my cheeks, or I shouldn't be surprised about my cheeks. I was surprised how it come up like this, but anyway. So probably about the 9th day when I stopped taking that cream, it just started to blister up, and then the next day, like I was just feeling real down. It was just, I don't know if it was the cream as well making me feel like that, or just a mental thing, but I was in so much pain. It was just burning like I was on fire. And I tried I had some coconut oil on the island, so I used coconut oil for a couple of days, but it was helping, but I still had that burning feeling. And then a couple of days ago, I had a nice hot bath. We've got an outside bath here actually. Yeah, I'll show you. That's our view from our house, but there's an outside bath there. And so I heated up a nice outside bath there and had a soak in the bath and just soaked my face and patted it dry afterwards. And then I remembered we had some petroleum jelly on the island, and what I actually had this for was when I go snorkeling or diving, I'll put it on just on top of my lip there, because it stops the mask leaking. So that's what this was actually in our boat. And I remembered I had some because I did a bit of research and people were saying put Vaseline on your face, and I thought we didn't have any Vaseline, but then I found this, and apparently this is Vaseline, but Vaseline is purified a couple more times or something. So it's pretty much the same, and that's all I had. So I put that on and instant relief. So that was so good. So in a way, that's why I want to do this video, because this was my relief. It was so good. And I don't know what I would have done without that. So the other thing that happened was when I was using the cream, and even a couple of days after I stopped using the cream, my eyes were burning. And I don't know if it's because I went slightly too close to my eyelids, or if it was just from the cream or what, but they were real watery, my eyes, and they were the water would come out of my eyes and go onto the scabs and start irritating them even worse than they were. But luckily they were all right now. So it comes good. But putting that Vaseline on, I think, sealed the scabs up a little bit more, and so it didn't hurt as much. Because man, I was in pain. But it's feeling a bit better now. So it's 2 weeks today, and still looks pretty red. Actually, I haven't put the Vaseline on yet, so I'll go and do that soon. But it's pretty dry feeling, and you move your face, it just feels like you got this big crusty thing on your face. So yeah, it's not pretty, but I'm sort of glad I've done it, because obviously my face was pretty bad. It's raining on the island today, so hopefully it's not too noisy in the background. I'm actually glad we're isolated on the island in a way, and doing this treatment. And at the moment on the island, it's only us and our 3 chickens, and they don't really care what I look like. So, but it would be actually quite difficult doing this treatment and living a normal life and going to work every day and seeing people and all that. But then saying that, I'm putting my face out on YouTube, but I just hope my experience can help somebody else. So yeah, it's not pretty, but we'll come back in a couple of weeks' time and see if I've got my new face happening. Alright, I'm back. It's only been 2 days. I was going to come back in a couple of weeks, but I think I'm going to put this post up tomorrow. So it's actually like it's only been 2 days and it's looking much better. Look, my face is starting to fall off. The crusty bits are starting to fall off, but it's leaving just redness. But I think it's feeling all right. It's looking pretty red, but feels fine. So it's all good. So anyway, I hope that helps somebody out there if you're going through this treatment and what you're going to sort of expect, or maybe expect. That was my experience. But yeah, if you want to, if you want to see my new face in the future, I do put random videos up on YouTube about us living on the island, what we get up to every week or two. So if you want to check my new face out, go subscribe and check my videos out. Or you don't have to, whatever. Alright, so I hope that helps somebody and good luck. See you for now.